Now, I don't think most liberals are insane, but neither do they make it clear they disapprove of the ones who are, and their cowardice in not marginalizing their own crazies has been their downfall.
So Obama showed up to Jesse Jackson's funeral knowing that the family and Jesse Jackson didn't fool with him like that. It all makes sense now. There is bad blood between them. Let me tell you how, because everything is not always what it seems. So Jesse Jackson was caught on Hot Mic saying how he wanted to put hands on Obama, and I'm being modest with my words. Let me roll the clip.
I'll run down the black people first face and what cut. I'll run down the black people.
So you knew this man wasn't fooling with you, and you went to his funeral and was around his family knowing his family was...
Yes, I thought I will not report on this topic again, but I see myself coming back to it. There is something more concerning. I don't know if you've seen this video. This lady actually put out about 4-minute clip concerning Obama. But before we go into that video, these crazy liberals on social media are getting mad that President Trump actually responded to Obama. If you remember, Obama, Biden, Kamala, they all went off on Trump during this funeral after they refused that they should not politicize the venue.
So you mean to tell me that the president cannot keep Barack Obama's name out of his mouth? Now, I don't know what his obsession is with that wonderful black man, but he continuously talks about him. If you guys have not seen, he was talking about Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral and how Barack Obama went to the funeral and he spoke at the funeral and he was like, oh, they hated each other and his family got mad at Barack Obama for speaking, da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you something, the difference between you and Barack Obama, okay? Barack Obama knows how to respect the dead, okay, and respect his elders. He didn't get up there and say anything negative about Jesse Jackson. He didn't say anything negative about Jesse Jackson when he passed away. He got up there and he honored the dead. That's what you do. He didn't get up there and say, oh, this is a cause for them having Trump derangement syndrome, as you have said in the past previously when someone has come up unalived because of certain circumstances, okay? Allegedly for educational purposes. That's the difference. If you knew how to respect the dead, you would completely understand why he showed up to that funeral. He knows how to respect the ones that came before him, something that you clearly do not know how to do. At the end of the day, it's okay. It's always somebody that's up in black people's business. That's all I have to say.
So Obama showed up to Jesse Jackson's funeral knowing that the family and Jesse Jackson didn't fool with him like that. It all makes sense now. There is bad blood between them. Let me tell you how, because everything is not always what it seems. So Jesse Jackson was caught on Hot Mic saying how he wanted to put hands on Obama, and I'm being modest with my words. Let me roll the clip.
I'll run down the black people first face and what cut. I'll run down the black people.
So you knew this man wasn't fooling with you, and you went to his funeral and was around his family knowing his family wasn't fooling with you. Jackson Jr. went to federal prison because he misused campaign funds for personal expenses. So from 1995 to 2012, while serving as a member of Congress in Illinois, prosecutors discovered that Jesse Jackson Jr. spent $750,000 from his campaign account. You all know that's illegal, and you could only spend the money from the account on campaign-related activities. He brought Rolex watches, furs, clothing, home decor items, restaurant expenses, and even travel. The man bought a gold Rolex watch totaling $43,000. In 2013, he pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire and sentenced to 30 months in prison. He had to pay that money back. His wife also got caught up. Sandy Jackson pled guilty to filing fake tax returns. That was related to the same scheme, and she had to do 12 months in prison. So Jesse Jackson Jr. did time in the feds from 2013 to 2015 for campaign finance. Stick with me, I'm gonna tie Obama into all of this. Now in 2012, that's when they started investigating him for the campaign finance. Now the case was brought by the U.S. Department of Justice. Under the Obama administration, Jesse Jackson did support and campaign for Barack Obama's 2008 election. Jesse Jackson publicly endorsed Barack Obama. He campaigned in several places, encouraging black voters to vote for him. And you know that Jesse ran in 84 and 88. That's where he built his political coalition, and that later helped make Obama's victory possible. Many political analysts say that Jesse Jackson's coalition is what opened the door for a viable black president. Now, in July 2008,
You take a look at Trump's response here. President Trump clowns on Barack Obama for being condemned by Jesse Jackson's family. 47 love when they left it their own. Obama is the worst divisive president in modern history. He went to Jesse Jackson's funeral. He spoke and was like a political hit drum. And the family of Jesse Jackson got angry at him because they understand they hated each other. Okay, this went viral on social media. A lot of people talked about this. What I don't understand is that liberals, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this well, they are getting crazy about the whole thing. Why is it, if the topic of discussion again, Trump made it clear his response was swift and direct. He gave this man his moment, and we all saw that. Responding to Obama was just as a result of the attacks they poured on him. Maybe you will not see Trump even talking about this.
Of that, he still attended Obama's 2009 inauguration. And in that moment, that's where you saw Jesse Jackson was extremely emotional. Now, when Jesse Jackson Jr. went and served those 30 months in the feds, that was his own doing. And my takeaway from it is there's bad blood because he's like, hey, my family supported you and campaigned for you, and you're gonna lock me up? And of course, that's his dad. So there are things that the late Reverend Jesse Jackson shared with his son that we probably don't know about. Possibly explaining the reason why he said, don't come up in here and bringing politics into it, leave it out of it. But your administration prosecutes me, and then you want to have the nerve to come sit up here and attend my father's funeral? I'm sorry, it would have been close family and friends. So what do you all think about this? We all know.
Yes, I always like to always bring videos that you will not see with the mainstream media. With this video, you can clearly understand exactly what is actually happening. I saw Jesse Jackson's son coming out to say, oh, he was furious that they had to use the venue for political, talks, things like that, because the man is having anger in him. It was not normal. If you have been watching Democrat, if they do something like this, they will always fall in line. They will appreciate it. But him coming out to contradict what these people were doing should tell you that the guy is not happy with Obama at all. I was happy when I saw this video. This lady actually put out explaining everything going on. And it's nothing but the truth. You can't deny that what she's saying here is a lie. Very impossible.
Pete Hegseth spent what? Just for funsies, let's compare 2024 under Biden versus 2025 under Trump. Ribeye steak, Trump 15.1 million, Biden 16.6 million. Lobster tails, Trump 7.4 million, Biden 6.1 million. Crab, Trump 2 million. And none of you or the media said anything about Biden's spending. Y'all need to go to therapy for your TDS.
Like steak and lobster. We like food. We like
has spent $15 million in 1 month.
Brothers Defect has steak and lobster. I might have to double it.
Democrats and some media outlets are blasting Secretary of Hegseth after reports the Pentagon spent millions on steak.
So how much did you spend last year on fruit baskets?
Hegseth also went all out on the buffet. They're just hearkening back to our founders. As Paul Revere declared on his famous ride, one if by surf, two if by turf.
What is this, my 600-pound Defense Department?
Just when you think it can't get any weirder, Director and sports buff Kash Patel is holding a 2-day event at the FBI Academy in Quantico, where UFC fighters will be training FBI agents.
What they have? What are they having? What are they called? UFC fighters.
fighters.
Now listen, I'm not against the UFC fight. You just how incompetent this administration is.
I want to appreciate people sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm.
Hell. It's nutty as hell. Yeah. And you're right. Every day is something new.
Setback to the idea of an expertise denigrated while
the trap that Trump laid in the State of the Union address. and the Democrats didn't stand. I mean, obviously, it's a it's a deliberate trap.
I think you and I agree on this is all
through to get here. Trump! Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're scumbag. Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. This is a sick person. The first lady.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at SOT 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Of course, he chose who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there.
Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. All of them got their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes down on the floor, that he did shake their hands there this evening.
Moment. No, that's not what happened at all.
Democrats to stand for the slain passenger in North. Our first priority is Americans rather than illegal on either of those two. I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Viral Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home, it's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
so amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
In a time when it can be hard to hope. Each day we wake up.
Most Oscar nominations in history.
And finally, Nurul, as this Sunday's Academy Awards show is the 10th anniversary of the Oscars So White, Davis, Ki-Kyu Kwan, Daniel Kaluuya.